All right, all right, all right, all right. I think my webcam's in the wrong space. Go here? No, I ain't going there. Do I go here? I think I go over here. Yes, I think that's better. Look at that. You could have four Broshmos all at the same time. Kind of sick fan art is that? What's crackalacking? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So back again, once again, we're gonna be doing Walk the Mock tonight. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it. Give you all a little time if you don't know. Boom, 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 boom. So Walk the Mock is a real-time draft simulator where you select a team. I know, nothing special. Haha, caveat. You will be drafting against other people in real time. That's super cool. That's why we do it during a live stream, so we can talk crap to each other about our picks. You do have to be a premium member at Walk the Mock. So follow the link in the description. But remember, use promo code Broshmo, gets you 20% off. Don't be spending full price. I don't want that. I don't want that. But if you want to take part, you do have to be a premium member. Don't forget, use that code. Don't want y'all spending all that moolah. All right, we're doing 3 rounds tonight. No trades. No trades. I will be posting the link to the lobby in the description. It'll be in the chat in a sec. And I'm also tweeting it out as we speak. Bam. There we go. Tweeting it out right now. All right. So there's the link. You're going to go ahead, follow that link, hop on, pick a team. We already got one guy up on here. We got Ski Mask Sam. That sounds suspicious, is what it is. But you'll select that team. The draft, it will not close the minute the draft starts. If you get here late, and I'll reiterate this when we get into the draft, if you get here late, you could always hop onto a team that doesn't already have a owner. Super cool, right? I think so. Is that my hot tea? Oh, it's my hot tea. Is it really hot? I don't know, but I'm so used to. That is really hot. Okay. Love you. Why is it so foamy? Is that just the tea bag? You put arsenic in here? Do you know what arsenic is? Okay. Because you like no played it, and I was like, hold up. Oh, okay, okay. So definitely no arsenic. Uh, all right. Holy crap, that's hot. That is hot. Hot tea. First word, very accurate. First word is very accurate. So we got 9 minutes till we start the draft. I'm gonna go ahead, start going through the chat. If you, real quick, if you don't know, I have a new mock draft. Came out, I think, yesterday, because I got my voice back. That's great. That's always good. So you can check out that. Tomorrow I'll have a video on the biggest snubs from the Pro Bowl, and then Sunday morning I'm gonna have my end of year awards for the NFL. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm gonna love it. So you can check those out before you get into the NFL action. It will be before any games kick off for the NFL. So fret not. If you're a Brochacho member, like Kirito does, I don't know if he's in here, but Kirito, since he's a Brochacho tier member, those videos are actually already available to him. So if you want to become a member, it's a great way to support the channel. We got the Bro membership, which gets you emojis, I think. And then we got the bigger one being Brochacho, which there's a heck of a lot more involved with that one. But let me run through. Let's see what's up with the chat. Some of y'all asking for the link. I got one guy. I got Connor saying, "How long am I streaming tonight?" As long as this draft takes. But here, let me shout out everyone. We got Durr in the chat. We got Connor in the chat. We got Brad in the chat. We got Milt retracted his statement in the chat. Jeffrey, Augustin, Gavin. No trades tonight, Gavin. We got Ethan. We got Brandon. Links up. We got Jacob. We got Michael. We got Ace Ghost. Should the Commanders give Sam Howell another shot or draft a QB? They should probably draft a QB. Got Milt, once again, retracted his previous statements. McCoy, we got Tristan. Yep, I was doing a little duplicate in there. MPS, I'm doing good. How about yourself, buddy? Please be the Giants. Very curious to see who you would take in a draft. Well, Ibram, check out my mock draft. I did 2 rounds. Giants are off limits anyway at this point. Any top 10 teams available? I guess I could go with the Jets. But then I'm not going to have a lot of picks. Well, Dolphins don't have that many picks either. Connor, you subscribed today? Awesome. Hopefully you can get in on this. Dude, Milt just keeps retracting his statements. I got to see what they are. What is he saying? I can't see it once he retracts it. Golly. Hope they're good. Katie, I already read that you feel like crap. Sorry for you. Tristan, what happens if a team doesn't get anyone to pick for them? It's an auto pick. It's a bot. It's a bot. Got Nate up in here. What's up, Nate? Got Jacob. I'm starting going back through the prospects today, and man, I cannot believe how good Terrion Arnold was this year. Feels like a nearly completely different player. What are your thoughts on him? I tend to agree, man. Dude's made a lot of boom plays this year. I still think in terms of polish, technique-wise, could use a little bit of work, but he has shown inside and outside versatility. We'll be talking about him in another week or two as I start doing the what do you call them? The new prospect rankings. All right, we got Troy in the chat. Okay, I scrolled too far. Oh, is what it is. Is what it is. Why? Perhaps. He agrees. Thank you, Gojo. What's your plan? Fair enough. All right. Also, at Broshmo in the chat, that way it highlights my name. I'll read those comments. I'll try to keep up with the chat as best as I can, but I can only do so much. I am one man with 2 eyes. Just can't do it all. Or you could always super chat, guaranteed. I'll read those out. I'll even swing the cowbell for it. So Troy Fatanu keeps putting out immaculate tape. Yeah, the dude is pretty darn good. Did you see that the Washington owner met with Champ Kelly, the guy who drafted Fields, and Cunningham, current Bears assistant GM? That's a possible spot for Fields, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I went over all the possible spots in a video I did a couple of weeks ago where Fields could get traded to. I think I got your Twitter message, bro. Hopefully I got back to you. We got Jacob. I loved the Brian Thomas pick for the Jags, man. Thinking it makes a ton of sense since Zay Jones probably walks. Be hard to pass on him. Yeah, I agree. Unable to join this for free, right? Yeah, unfortunately, you can't do it. Can't do it for free. All the best things in life require come at a cost, fortunately. And Broshmo got to make his commish. It's the way it is, unfortunately. Daniel said I'd do it. I'd swing the cowbell for you. Because I love this show and I'm a bro for life. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. How do you feel about Judkins, Tony? Let's see. Mark, setting up here in a minute. Can you still get me in? Cowboys, preferably. I don't think. Well, it doesn't look like the Cowboys. The best things in life requires $4 using code Broshmo. LOL. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, Gavin. So yeah, you could get in this, Mark. Honestly, you could hop in this draft if we're already deep in the third round and pick a team that's available. We still got the Lions. I think I'm gonna hop off the Dolphins for this one. I might hop. No, Eagles fans hate me. I might hop on the Eagles. Ooh, or maybe the Seahawks, or maybe the Bucks, or maybe the Panthers, maybe the Lions, maybe the Colts. Nah, I'm not gonna do the Colts. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I'm thinking maybe Eagles though. Thinking maybe Eagles. What do you think? MPS. I mean, okay. I'm gonna tiptoe around it because I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on YouTube about it. I'm gonna tiptoe around it a little bit, MPS. Because keep in mind, I am a football YouTube channel. I don't want to get demonetized or anything for any dumb reasons. When it comes to Jeffrey Shepstein's list, it's not his list. Wasn't it all documents in court of names that were redacted? It's not from the actual list of people that went to said island, Bermuda. So I don't think there's a lot much to think about it. I mean, apparently there were some interesting things in the documents just in terms of the names that were there and included, but a lot of those names were nothing just because like they were just redacted names. Like it could have been as easy as, oh, this said witness was watching insert name here on the television screen. And it's gonna be like, okay, this name was in the seeking document. It's like doesn't mean that they were necessarily on the list. Keep in mind, it's not the list that was being revealed or promised. So again, there are my thoughts on that. There's apparently no thoughts. Word is he a me guy or is our locker room already turned on him? I don't know, man. That's kind of weird, right? I hear McLennan is on the move now. No way, Jace. I figured Jace would come out. I haven't seen anything about that. Blue, I totally throw you commish, but don't think I got. Hey, dude. Okay, hold on, Blue. I totally throw you the commish, but I don't got the speed to whip the card out in 90 seconds. Oh gosh, I gotta hop in this. I don't even remember the team I was on. Again, Blue, you can sign up and join this draft whenever. Like we're already one pick in. Bears. They take Drake May. Wow, that's kind of weird. Who am I? Oh, I'm the Eagles. Okay. I could roll with that. But also don't feel like you have to. Hey man, like honestly, help yourself before you help others. That's what I always say. You can't help others until you help yourself. So don't feel obligated to do it. I just signed up for the year. Can I get in this draft? Yes, Mark. Link. Here, I'll put the link in the description one more time. And you can hop on one of the available teams. So we got Caleb going to Washington, Drake May going to Chicago. What are your thoughts on Joe Milton pre-Senior Bowl, pre-Combine? I literally think he's just a big arm. That's it. Did you see what Dart tweeted after Judkins announced? Yes, and he deleted it, and it was funny. The list of Jericho's now the list of NDAs. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Again, I'm very when it comes to stuff like that, I typically wait till more information is released before I really speak on it or have an absolute opinion on it. Oh, ooh, that is hot. All right, so Marvin Harrison makes it to the Cardinals. They take him. What are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw? I thought it was fine. I wish Drew McIntyre won, but it is what it is. Everyone knows Seth's gonna be the champ for forever. I'm kind of over Seth Rollins' his reign right now, but wow, these picks are coming in hot and fast. All right, so Drake May going to Chicago, Caleb Williams going to Washington. You got Joe Alt, interesting, going to the Patriots. Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Cardinals. Jaden Daniels going to the Giants, and then Brock Bowers going to the Chargers. How do we listen to you and the draft at the same time? I don't know what that means, Mark. Have separate tabs open on your computer? Or if you're on your phone, you should be able to have me in the background. I don't know if that's maybe just a YouTube premium thing. Maybe it is. We got Olu Fashanu going to the Tennessee Titans. Pick is in for the Jets. Show me Roman. No, Malik Neighbors is still open, right? Yeah, there goes Malik Neighbors. Our O line refused to block for him because he was asking for double the money they were being paid. That's the rumor anyway. Hey, if you're good at what you do and they're giving NIL deals to college kids, if they're giving college kids money, if you're good at what you do, you should ask for money. You should ask for more money. All right, we got Jared Verse going to the Bears here, as the Falcons previously took Dallas Turner. We also got the Raiders pick, man. Y'all are picking quickly. Ooh, nice, Dylan. There we go. All right. So who did the Vikings pick? I missed. Oh, Bo Nix. Bo Nix. All right. So no Michael Penix yet, man. I figured, man, everyone's gonna be like. I figured everybody was gonna be really like pushing Michael Penix up high. I expect Michael Penix to go in the next 3 picks, straight up. But I honestly, after like the hype I've seen him have this week, I assumed he was gonna go like potentially go top 10 in this. I'm a little surprised. We got Kool-Aid McKinstry going to the Vikings. Not necessarily where I think he should go, but I'm a little taken back. I think DeJean is athletic enough and fluid enough to play in the nickel. Yeah, no, I think Cooper Jean could probably play safety, nickel, and on the outside. I think he could do whatever he wants. Yeah, it looks like people are waiting on Michigan game to decide on Penix, which could be fair. But I mean, I feel like Penix has proved enough to where he's like, at the very least, a back half of the draft type of quarterback, you know? Matter of fact, there he goes with the Broncos. J.C. Latham going to the Saints. I think Michael Penix is a good get for the Broncos, though. I do have. I mean, I have a few questions when it comes to Michael Penix. Not questions, but like concerns. Like all in all, the dude is a very good prospect. I feel like if he goes to the NFL, he's gonna be having to play like a Bruce Arians type of scheme. You think Brady Daniels could start at guard for the Commanders and use a higher pick for other spots? Yeah, but I mean potentially, but I don't know. Again, the draft, people kind of think of the draft as like a second free agency, and it really isn't. Use free agency to kind of like shore up your needs the best that you can, and then just draft the best players. Have them come in and for fight for the roster spots, fight for starting reps, fight to be starters. There goes Jason Newton to the Seahawks, and we see Roma Dunze going to the Bengals. I like Johnny Gray. Johnny Gray. I think Joshua Gray is probably he is a guard in the NFL, but I think he's fine. Gus. It's a little easy to be confident in your throws when you're throwing to Dunze, McMillan, and Polk. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just like the middle of the field. He hasn't really been asked to kind of go over the middle. And that's kind of the biggest thing when it comes to rookies in the NFL. That's why a lot of times you'll see uh, OCs when they're dealing with rookie quarterbacks really focus on the sideline, Because one errant pass over the middle of the field or just one poor decision where you don't see the safety over top or the linebacker underneath, and bam, that's a turnover. And you could kind of mitigate that towards the sidelines. Uh, but I mean, there's only so long you can do that, right? I don't, I don't feel incredibly confident about Michael Penix over the middle interim part of the field, but it is what it is. Hey, Connor with the super chat sticker. Are we doing one draft or multiple draft tonight? I knew at this and just wondering. Oh, you're new at this. We're probably just gonna do one. These typically take pretty long. Yeah, I ain't gonna try to keep y'all on a Friday night. Though these picks are coming in hot and coming in hot. Braylon Trice going to the Cardinals. Wow, no one likes the Atu Latu. Maybe it's the neck. We see Nate Wiggins going to the Steelers. Cooper DeJean going to the Packers. I think those are all fair, good picks. Blue says, in my opinion, don't think Knicks or Penix make the first round. Combine pending, their age, inconsistency, the Penix injury. They don't feel like they can elevate a team. Need a team to elevate them. Inconsistency, I don't think is fair because they probably over the last 2 years have been the most consistent quarterbacks in this class. Can't really say that about Caleb Williams. Drake May, I think honestly, Drake May probably has some of the least questions about him. Doesn't necessarily make him the top pick or whatnot, but thinking, yeah, I feel like all Penix and Bo Nix have done over the course of their careers develop and put out really good production last 2 years. Marius Mims going to the Bucks. I guess now this means Luke Godek or Godecki, however you pronounce it, gets kicked inside the guard. Do you think anyone on the Washington staff heads to the league? Most likely their OC or DC or head coach. I think their head coach is staying put. I don't know about I don't know about their staff. I mean, their staff could move elsewhere, but I think it would be along the college football world. If the AI doesn't snag Liatu here, I'll easily take him for the Jags. So Terran Arnold going to the Colts, and I guess we're gonna see Liatu Latu go to the Jags. I'm tired. I tried getting in the draft, but no luck. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Huh? It shouldn't be locked. You should be able to get in there, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not working. Oh gosh, these picks are coming in quick. So we got Chop Robinson going to the Rams, and Keon Coleman going to the Bills. I'm gonna have to make a pick here soon. Hail Mary Sports isn't a fan of Brian Thomas. What are your thoughts on that? Alex from Hail Mary Sports loves route runners. Brian Thomas isn't there yet, but he's fully capable of being a better route runner. I think it'll just take a little bit of time, a little bit of polish, but I mean, I get it. I understand. I know Alex, to him, like the best trait a wide receiver can have is their ability as a route runner. So, I mean, I'm not going to dog him for that, but I'm a sucker for great athletes. What can I say? All right. I think all the edges are kind of off the board. Hey, LOL. Jack Sawyer just decided to return today. Telenisa Fuaga feels good here. Kamari Lasser, Quinion Mitchell. I mean, I feel real good with the ability, like with what I can get at tackle in the second round. I think I'm gonna go with Kamari Lasser. I mean, dude, Eagles like their bulldog players anyway. Penix, West Coast spread offense, very Shanahan esque. No, I think it's a so Penix. The system they run there is very vertical oriented, very vertical oriented. That's why I made the reference to Bruce Arians. Like if you look, like a lot of Penix's work is downfield and showing off that arm and that accuracy, but like I don't know. I guess technically with the Shanahan scheme, they like to hit the big shots, and then on everything else, they're trying to get the ball in the playmakers' hands as quick as possible and let them make moves. So it's not a bad. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Oh, Keon Coleman isn't trash. What are your thoughts on Jabbar Muhammad, the corner duo of Kalen Keene and Johnny Dixon? Not gonna lie, this year for Keene and Dixon, I didn't think was great. Especially Keene. Dixon was a little bit more fine, but I didn't dig more into Dixon. I love Jabbar Muhammad. Like I think that dude is just a dog. He's got that dog in him. In a corner class like this, though, I think he unfortunately he kind of gets pushed down because I just think there's some cats out there with a little bit better ability. But big fan of Muhammad. I feel like early day three sounds about right. Wow, that is hot quality, hot tea. We got Cameron Kitchens going to the Texans. JT Tui Malau going to the Lions. We got Toto. You think this has been the best defensive interior class in a while? Feels like all of them have been pretty good impacts on their team. Talking about this past year or the one coming out? What up, Mr. International? Uh, Brian Thomas Jr. over Keon Coleman? Yes. Yes, Tony. What do I think about Jonathan Brooks declaring? I mean, it sucks, but I mean, you look at next year's running back class, and golly, there are a lot of good prospects. I don't know if there's a day one guy there, but I think there's a lot of quality day two players in next year's running back class. I will say though that man, him not being able to take part in the offseason process outside of interviews kind of sucks. But I mean, if he's gonna be healthy to go, come like season, come the beginning of the season, then I don't know, man. Maybe it's a okay for Brooks. Toto, you say this past year. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we talk about like Kobe Turner. We got Jalen Carter. You got Keon Benton, Javon Dexter. Yeah, no, this past class was pretty darn good. Actually, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to do my end of year awards on Sunday. I'm going to have my all rookie team. Yes, Tony, I agree. Troy Franklin is overrated to you. I don't know. I won't go as far as saying Troy Franklin's overrated. I think he's fringe first. I'm a little sad that his hands weren't as consistent as they were the year prior, Tony. Thoughts on Will Howard to Ohio State? How much of an upgrade is it compared to McCord? I don't think it's that much of an upgrade. All right, we got Tanisa Fuaga going to the Dolphins. I love that. Um, I don't know, man. Do I believe Fuaga could play left tackle? That's kind of the question. And if anything, he's probably like plays guard immediately. We got Xavier Worthy going to the Baltimore Ravens right there. Yo, did I miss something? Oh my gosh, Tony! I didn't know you dropped a 50 burger. Bro, I thought this was $5. Golly, Tony. Thank you, buddy. I had no idea. I was just looking and I was like, 50? That makes no sense. Golly, Tony. You the man. Dude, I no sold on your $50. I thought it was $5. I'm so sorry, Tony. I feel terrible. I am so appreciative. Oh my gosh. Quinion Mitchell, man. I like him going to the Niners, being there with his former teammate. Oh, who's his former teammate that's there? It's not Tyson Anderson. Is it Tyson Anderson? I can't think of the corner there. Emeka Ibuka going to the Cowboys. It's kind of fine. Yeah, Will Johnson is eligible for next year's class. Yeah, he's super nice. I like him. Also, what was Cam Ward thinking? No way his draft stock is that high after this year. Yeah, man, but I wonder if he kind of like thinks his projection can't go any higher, or I don't know, man. I don't know what his offers were looking like at the college level. I don't know. You would think they would be pretty good, right? Ooh, Fightful reports the SmackDown debut tonight. What are my thoughts? My thoughts are nobody better spoil it for me in the chat. SmackDown debut. Is it maybe a Braun Breaker? I don't know. I didn't watch NXT this past weekend. All right, who was that? No, Samuel Womack. There we go. Got it. So he joins technically a former teammate there, Quinion Johnson. Samuel Womack. I liked Samuel Womack. I liked him though as like a back end of the first round. All right, JJ McCarthy going to the Giants. Who is your Brock Purdy in this class? I don't have a Brock Purdy in this class. If I had to pick, Sam Hartman, guy that I think is gonna go low and can maybe do well. Like, I don't know. It's so hard to be like, oh, who do I think is gonna be a 7th round pick, but eventually be a really good starter? That's kind of tough. No one has that. Whoa, I can see it with this guy. No, because you're probably gonna have that guy as like a 4th or 3rd rounder. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got some picks coming in real quick. We got A.D. Mitchell going to the Panthers. We got Graham Barton going to the Commanders. J.J. McCarthy to the Patriots. Jackson Powers Johnson, nice pickup by the Cardinals there. We got Cooper B.B. going to the Giants and Jalen Polk to the Chargers. Grayson McCall already transferred. He's, I think, at NC State. Sam related to Pork Chop Womack? I have no idea. Yeah, no. Grayson McCall's in at NC State. Actually, here, I could pull up transfer portal real quick. See if we had any new names in the transfer portal. No, Ty Thompson landed at where'd he go? He landed at Tulane today. Troy Franklin going to the Titans. A couple of Texas guys hopped in. Judkins just got added. Roydell Williams, Alabama back. That's not bad. Logan Diggs, LSU running back. Yeah, I don't see any crazy names though. Well, I mean, Judkins is kind of a crazy name, so. We got Tavondre Sweat going to the Falcons, and then Troy Fautanu going to the Packers. All right, I'm going to pull this up on a smaller screen so y'all can see it. All the picks come in. I didn't see anything about JC or Jace McClellan going into the transfer portal. Who's your dark horse in this class? I'm curious because I really think DeJean could be a beast. I mean, he's a guy that a lot of people are going to have a first round grade on. There's not exactly a dark horse, you know? Like, I think dark horse, and I'm thinking like maybe like third round guy, fourth round guy. Like, I really like Ron Stone from Washington State. I really like Marshawn Nealon from Western Michigan. So Chris Braswell going to the Commanders, then TJ Tampa going to the Raiders. Oh yeah, I forgot that Salter up in here. Here, I gotta make my pick. Leonard Taylor. All right. Didn't plan this one out. I'm sure the tackle class is pretty intact. As it is, honestly, I get a great pick from anyone here. Tyler Guyton. You could go with the developmental guy with a huge upside. I feel like the same could be said about Kingsley Suamatea. I'm a big fan of Jordan Morgan, but you do get worried. Is he maybe a guard at the next level? He's kind of fringe. I think his measurement, like his arm length is going to be important. And how he tests out. But the dude looks like a great athlete. But I'm going to go with Kingsley Suamatea. Honestly, Radler, I like Radler quite a bit too. I think he's going to be a good third, fourth round pick. Also, if you don't know, now you know, I got a draft guide. Check out the link in the description. Costs $30. I might as well do the ad the proper way. But we just had Xavier Legette go to the Saints. All right, but real quick, draft guide, $30. Include that purchase with your email, whether that's on PayPal or Venmo. It's a Google spreadsheet. gets updated throughout the whole draft season, right up until draft day. I even add some of the guys that maybe got drafted that weren't even on my draft guide just in case, you know, maybe they turn into something big. But I just added kickers and punters today. Ha! Because y'all wanted it. No evals for those guys. I'm just getting analytics down. But yeah, comes with analytics, comes with rankings, evals, when they'll have their combine and pro day numbers. It's a great get. Great way to support the channel. That's the wrong one. I think there it is. We got Jatavion Sanders going to the Giants, the G-Men. What do you think of TJ Tampa? He is my under the radar guy. Oh, I love Tampa, dude. I love long corners, dude. I love corners that have like the freaking reach of a brontosaurus. Love it. I mean, Miami can re-sign Christian Wilkins. Question is, will the price be right? Price is wrong, baby boy. Yeah. Grayson McCall ends up going to NC State. Dude, low-key, Jaquavius Marks going to USC is kind of wild. I kind of like that a lot for him. Jeremiah Trotter going to the Steelers. Just paid the $30 for the yearly subscription. Does that include the draft guide? I am confused, Mark. What are you Are you referring to? No, me and Walk the Mock are two separate entities, my friend. The $30 via PayPal or Venmo that for the draft guide. That's strictly me. If you sent me that, you would already have it. But Walk the Mock is separate. I am not a part of their company. I am just the spokesboy. Can't wait to see next mock draft we do after this Monday. Yep. We get the final draft order for the what? For the first 18 picks. It's going to be nice. All right, Byron Jordan Morgan going to the Bengals is a good pickup. Got Byron Murphy. I'm a big fan, dude. I think this guy is going to go a lot higher, dude. Spoiler alert, he's going to be high in my rankings. Dude, he had a dominant performance against Washington. Oh, I think Washington did a good job of keeping him in check. But, like, dude, his analytics are nuts this year. There's just a lot to like about him. Quentin Ewers, technically, hasn't declared yet. Also, only said he's like 90% sure he's going to return. Denzel Burt going to the Packers there. I don't know why that was so difficult. No lie, SMU actually does a solid job cleaning it up in the transfer portal. Golly, dude. Toto, I kind of like that. What you just said there. Javon Kinlaw is the Marcus Davenport of the interior. Lab McConkey going to the Colts. Oh, hold on. Did Vaki get added? Okay, I guess I won't know now. Who's my guess for the Washington job? They haven't fired Ron Rivera yet. I mean, they're probably going to, but I mean, my guess? I don't know, dude. That's difficult. If they're gonna bring in a new quarterback, you probably want to get like a Brian Callahan. Uh, okay, Brian Callahan or a Ben Johnson in there, right? Yep, Vaki getting added. I love it. Love me Vaki. All right, we got Vontez Walker going to the Jags. We got Tyler Guyton going to the Rams. That's a really good pickup. And then Javon Bullard going to the Bills. Tyler Nubin. Wow, falling this far. That would have been a great pick. But going to the Chiefs there. That's a great pickup there. Golly, dude. Look at all the talent still on the board here. Just look at it. I'm probably going with the running back. I kind of like this. Yeah, because Sawyer's going back, so I'm just going to avoid him. I do love Jonah Ellis. I do love Jonah Ellis, but I also like getting cheap at running back. Like getting cheaper. I love the home run threat of Trey Benson. I'm a big Benson mark. What can I say? Uh, Lad, future Patriot. Kind of feels like it, right? I think Ben Johnson is going to stay with Detroit personally. Again, personally, just my opinion. It's a theory. It's a Broshmo theory. Who's going to be a very productive player in the NFL? Blake Corum reminds me of Damian Pierce. Well, that's not good. Well, I mean, Damian Pierce, man, talk about wild ride this year. Getting hurt, getting banged up, being unproductive, killing it on special teams. Like, golly, dude, what a ride. You think Ken Dorsey as an option for the Giants OC? Well, I mean, I don't think the Giants are gonna get rid of Kafka. This year's been a train wreck, and that's not really been on him. All right, we see Kalen Keene going to the Detroit Lions. All right, about to get Cleveland's first pick of the draft here. Oh, I thought I took Jaden Hill off here. Is Jaden Hill didn't Jaden Hill he entered the transfer portal? I thought I already put him on my 2025 spreadsheet. I did. I just didn't delete him from my 2024. Chris Jenkins. Honestly, that's a solid pick there for the Browns. That ain't half bad. Oh, the AI sniping you, Gavin. Oh, better look next time, brother. Thunder, dude. Wink has done a wonderful job with the defense. Are you kidding? Dude, if Wink goes, then some team's going to get a freaking banger DC. Golly gee, Willikers. Cedric Van Pran going to the Cowboys. Pretty good pickup. Dolphins take Patrick Paul. Wow, really hammering the offensive line. I guess then Fuaga projected as a guard. Patrick Paul, future left tackle. Kalen Bullock going to the Niners. We're about to start this third round. I don't even have a third round pick. Ain't that wild. Can you see Miami in the draft coming up in 2024, doubling down on offensive line, getting a left tackle like Mims, and then in the second half round, drafting Cedric Van Pran? I could see that. Off-brand question from Toto. By the way, Thunder, I mean, you say Wink Martindale's too aggressive. Like, aggression is his defensive scheme. That's one of the hallmarks of a Wink Martindale defense. Off-brand question. I got a pit bull puppy. She's 7 weeks, but she never learned bite inhibition. Any tips? She's awesome, but she loves to nip and dig. Just wanted to ask, do you have a dog? I feel like it'd be different with the pit bull. Like, I've tried, at least with my huskies, because early on they like to chew. My huskies eventually grew out of it. They like to chew things, so I'd spray like this bitter apple thing to cause them not to like chew on things. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I would just properly punish them, when they did. Kind of whole, is that yours? Just knowing them not to touch things that aren't given to them. I mean, there's good dog trainers out there. Like, look for, like, if you want to go spend the money. Be sure it's one where you're personally there. Don't have a dog trainer that teaches your dog but doesn't teach you, because then it's irrelevant. Your dog's not going to listen to you. They aren't the ones that they learned commands from. Michael Hall going to the Ravens, and then you got the Pontas going with Christian Haynes. Got to get some interior help, especially with what Austin Corbin getting banged up again, unfortunately. That was like weeks ago, though. Bitter apple sounds delicious, doesn't it? Nothing. In the 2024 draft, what free safety and corner fit Miami's scheme? Vic is trying to run because I'm starting to see that Holland is more of a strong safety. I think Holland's whatever the hell he wants to be. Because, I mean, if you think... All right, so with Vic's scheme, when they're running quarters, typically the safeties are going to be asked to do a lot of the same things. Yeah, sometimes they'll have their other safety go in the box while the slot corner will occupy the other quarter zone. But, I mean, dude, like, someone like Holland is that guy that's going to be consistently maintaining one of those zone spots. It's not Deshaun Elliott who's been doing that. Sure as hell ain't Deshaun Elliott. I think actually Cameron Kitchens would be a perfect fit. But I'm not willing to give up the draft capital. for that. Let's think. Let's think. What other what does this safety class even look like? Not gonna lie, man. I don't love this safety class. Uh, like Ron Moore, low key, no one's talking about him. Wouldn't be a bad option in the third round. I don't even think we have a third round pick though. Maybe Jalen Simpson, but you're never using that guy in the box. That's a problem. You're never using him in the box. Like Damani Richardson is a good disciplined safety. That'll probably be like a mid-round pick. All right, we got a couple of picks we got to go over here. We got Edwin Cooper going to the Commanders, Johnny Wilson to the Patriots, Jonathan Brooks to the Cardinals. This Jets pick pops up here. I think it was Zach Frazier, so they're going to get a redshirt year with Frazier. At least I assume. I think Frazier's probably going to have to take a redshirt year. Pretty sure, did he break his leg or something? Jonathan Brooks to the Cardinals, Adisa Isaac to the Giants. We got Brandon Dorless. That's actually a really good pickup going to the Chargers. McKinley Jackson to the Cardinals. About James Williams. James Williams to me is a box safety. That guy's at his best, I think, when he is aggressive and coming downhill. Because he's just aggressive by nature. I mean, when you're built that big, who would have thought, right? What do I think of Tyreek's house? Well, don't give lighters to kids. There are my thoughts. All right, hold on. I'm gonna look at this Holland. Remember at Broshmo in the chat if you're gonna direct a comment my way. That way, I know to read it. Sometimes the chat just goes too fast. I just kind of pick and choose comments. All right. For me, there are better scapegoats to get rid of the O-line. Okay, that's a different comment. No, the reason why I'm saying that is because I've noticed in the last few games, the tape I've seen with Holland, he doesn't have the consistent foot speed to stay in the deep third as a free safety. Yeah, but when you're playing quarters, you're not necessarily covering a deep third. That's the thing. You got to think about it. Like Vic Fangio is a very quarter heavy quarter match. So a lot of times these guys are after about 10 yards playing man coverage. And I don't think foot speed is going to be a question with him. This is Holland's a guy that used to play slot at Oregon. Like I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I think he's phenomenal. I don't think I really have much to add on to that. Ooh, okay. James Williams, the linebacker, actually makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, Anthony, I think that does make quite a bit of sense. All right, we've had a few picks come off the board here. As Josh Noonan went to the Falcons, we got Rome Wilson going to the Bears, Peyton Wilson going to the Raiders, and then Mason Smith, who I'm pretty sure is coming back because he just signed a new NIL deal just a month ago, going to the Detroit Lions. How would you feel about the Giants drafting a tackle in the first? Terrible. Terrible. Listen, if the top I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the Giants and the top three quarterbacks are off the board at my pick, I'm trading down and still looking at a quarterback. I would feel terrible. Thoughts on Falcons grabbing Newton? I mean, it is what it is. It's a day 2 corner pick. think Newton's nice. He can get a bit aggressive in coverage. Sometimes he can get. He's so weird, right? His speed fluctuates all the time. Josh Newton. If you watch his tape, there'll be reps of him. Like it's funny. You go last year. There's reps of him running downfield, just stride for stride with Xavier Worthy, and then you watch this year and you just see him getting toasted by Xavier Worthy. It's just wild. Oh, what did your Texans pick up? Oh, we'll cover it at the end. Tyreek Hill, I think, will be productive throughout his whole career if he stays by his word of retiring after this contract, which is like what, 1 or 2 more years or something. Here you go, Joe. I'll get you in a sec, buddy. I'm coming, Gojo. Sawyer going to the Seahawks. You got Jonah Ellis. That's a great pick up in the third. Going to the Broncos, Tate Ratledge. Going to Seahawks. You got Kate Stover. Going to the Bengals, and then Dwight McLaughlin, my boy, going to the Cardinals. You want to say hi to the chat, buddy? Hi to the chat, buddy. Ah. Oh, just loving life, aren't you, Gojo? Thoughts on Ricky Pearsall? He's a very nice vertical slot guy. Hella hands on that guy too. Hella good hands. Ooh, Rakestraw going to the Steelers is pretty solid too. Ron Moore going to the Packers. I'm gonna have to see what you did with that secondary with Green Bay. Who do you think is going to be a big riser this year in the combine? Xavier Worthy, for the most part. I have Xavier Worthy as like a midday 2 pick. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he's first round after he runs like a 4.2 something at the combine because people love speed, man. I don't think there's an edge worth the top 10 pick in this draft. I think that's fair. Dog is big. Ain't no puppy anymore. Well, he's going to turn 3 in March. Gojo's still 2. Turns 3 in March. Oh. Also, Peyton Wilson. I love Peyton Wilson. I said Wilson. Love Peyton Wilson. Hey, Chris Abrams Drain going to Bucks. Let's go. NPS, you're out of here? All right, man. You have a good night. God bless you too, my friend. The reason why the Steelers, need corner before Cedric Van Pran. Or why any reason why you think the Steelers need corner before. Oh well, I mean Cedric Van Pran's a midday 2 guy. So, dude, you just asked to go out. Why do you want in? Buddy, you gotta make up your mind. You gotta make up your mind, Gojo. I think just because they don't have a good corner 2 on the squad right now, they just don't. We got Malachi Corley going to the Colts. Can you imagine the combine of Kitchens and Holland in the back end with Jalen Ramsey star and maybe drafting Denzel Burke to replace Xavier? I mean, what at that point? What we're going at that point? What thinking Dolphins are going full secondary in the in our draft? I don't like that just because we kind of avoid the offensive line, and I don't think we should. Do you think the Raiders have a prayer to offload Jimmy G the offseason? I mean, as a cut, you ain't moving that guy via trade. Why would we spend another valuable pick on corner? Because corner is a valuable position. It's a volatile position. Like, people don't get corner is like the most volatile position in the NFL. Like, year to year, like production from corners just waver. Like AJ Terrell, after having a banger rookie year, had a gosh darn awful sophomore slump, and now he's back to being a very like a top 15 corner. Like people need to get like you have to have a ton of talent, a ton of competition, a ton of depth at corner, not just because of injury, but just because it's such a volatile position, and sometimes guys just aren't in the zone all the time. Like in the zone. Like I think that's a position you should probably have the most depth at. Personal opinion. Next is offensive line, in my opinion. Zach Zitner, Jags. We got Galen Carson going to the Rams, and then Braylon Allen going to the Packers. So Tyreek, he's got. Oh, I guess technically he's signed till 2026. I didn't know that. Oh, he's got a potential out next year. That's why. Okay. Well, questions were answered. Questions were answered. Is there a free safety or corner that you think is going to be a fast riser that might be a shock first rounder or second rounder that nobody's talking about right now? I think Rakestraw. Rakestraw is just not being talked about in general. Uh, let's see. From a safety position, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's not a lot of people I love. I think Vaki. I'm not done with my eval on Vaki, but the Utah safety I think could be a hot riser, man. That guy hits like a brick. Again, don't really love the safety class. Corners. Like to me, Dwight McGlothern, but I don't know what more he can do to help. I don't think a combine will help him. Maybe a really good Shrine Bowl week. But I think Rakestraw is probably the most likely to be a big riser. We got Talik Williams going to the Chiefs. We got Braden Rice going to the Texans. Yeah, I don't see Worthy and Hyatt being outside of them just being these long field vertical threats. There's not really much comparison there. I think Worthy's a much better route runner than what Hyatt was coming out. I mean, but Worthy was a good route runner, or is a good route runner. And honestly, I think the potential ball skills on Worthy should be better, but he is definitely like you talk about brain farts, like his hands do that sometimes. It's wild. Brain Rice to San Fran, that'd be funny, right? At what point does the Jag to Falcons trade officially become a third? Is it the start of the offseason or anytime before next season? I don't know. I'd have to revisit the trade. Jamari Thrash getting some love here. Oh, we're almost at the end of this draft. Hello. Shoot, this draft has flown by. Shoot. We get Bray and Rice to San Fran, then get me Frank Gore Jr. to San Fran as well. Or any of the other 23 teams he played for. Oh, delish. We got Blake Corum going to the Browns. I don't think Miami has enough trade capital to move up. Personal opinion, I just don't think they do. Will Shipley going to the Cowboys. That's interesting. This feels a little high for Shipley. Maybe. With like Bucky Irvin still on the board, yeah. Travion Henderson's still on the board. Golly, guys. Were you just expecting Henderson to come back? What's happening here? Oh, is Frank Gore working with the Niners right now? I didn't know that. What's he doing with the Niners? Let's see. He is a football advisor. Interesting. I didn't know he was with that. 4 rounds next weekend with how fast this one gone. Yep. We're gonna soon ramp that sucker up, dude. 7 rounds, send it. We'll get to 7 round eventually. I think after I pump out the prospect rankings, we'll get a couple of 7 rounders in there. Who do you like at receiver from Texas better? Oh, I like Mitchell better than Worthy. But we got DJ James going to the Commanders with the last pick. But let's go ahead. Let's take a gander. I don't want to say that Worthy's just a track star because we've seen the ball skills. Like the guy at his size can go up and legitimately just moss somebody. It's just sometimes his hands have the biggest brain farts. Like he just forgets how to catch. And it's not like necessarily focus drops all the time. That's the wild thing about it. Oh, wait, we still got more picks going. Oh, that was the last pick by the computer. Ha! Travion Henderson. All right, let's take a look at this draft. Frank joined them a month or two ago. Okay, I didn't know that. Braylon Trice. You got Jackson Powers Johnson, Jonathan Brooks, McKinley Jackson, and Dwight McLaughlin. So you got a couple of players I really love here in McLaughlin, Jackson Powers Johnson, Braylon Trice, man, having such a strong end to the season. I think I just elevated him recently to my Edge 4. So, yeah, we need more likes. Let's hit that thumbs up button if we could. Thank you, Mark, for reminding me. I never ask for thumbs up enough. But I like this draft for the Cards. Got the Falcons, go Dallas Turner, Devondre Sweat, Josh Newton. They're like, to hell with the quarterback. We'll figure it out in the offseason or a free agency. I think that's fine. Maybe they make a trade. I'm not going to, you just went out and you drafted the best players on your board. I'm not going to fault you for that. Ravens, Worthy. You got Michael Hall Jr. and Travion Henderson. Oh, excuse me, Henderson. Oh, man, that feels like a high floor draft or a high ceiling, low floor draft to me. Buffalo Bills go Keon Coleman and Javon Bullard. I actually really like that. Panthers, they go A.D. Mitchell and Christian Haynes. I think that's a very good draft for the Panthers. Bears go Drake May, Jared Verse, and then Roman Wilson. Wilson! That's fine. Bengals go Roma Dunze, Jordan Morgan, and Cade Stover. Well, I don't mind that one either. That's pretty solid. Roma Dunze is kind of a steal at pick 16. Browns took Michigan. They took the whole team of Michigan. Chris Jenkins and Blake Corum. Dallas Cowboys, they go Emeka Buka. I guess that'll knock. How often is CD played in the slot this year? Because they've definitely moved him around a lot more than they have in past years with Brandon Cooks there. And I do think Emeka probably works best as a full-time slot guy. So, okay, yes, as I thought, CD Lamb. He's only been in the slot 57.8% on his snaps. So, makes sense. Actually, they're in terms of percentages, yeah, their lead slot guy is Turbin, and then you got your tight ends. So cool. Will Shipley, I'm not wild about, but I like Cedric Van Pran. I like that pick. Got Denver Broncos, Michael Penix, Jonah Ellis, exceptional value there. Hey, Papi. Good draft there for the Broncos. Lions, JT Tuimlau, Kalen King, Mason Smith. Still waiting to see if he declares. I don't think he will. And Jamari Thrash. I like Thrash. I'm a big fan of Thrash. Packers go with Cooper DeJean, Troy Fautanu, Denzel Burke, Rod Moore. Golly. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I was curious to see how you renovated that secondary. And then Braylon Allen. Houston Texans go with Cameron Kitchens, Byron Murphy, Brendan Rice. I'm not this high on Brendan Rice, but I can see why people like him. I mean, I got him as an early day 3 guy, so I mean, this is back in the 3rd round. I'm not going to hate it. Computer for the Colts takes Terrion Arnold, Ladd McConkey. Guess they see him playing on the outside, and maybe not. What is this draft? Because then you got Malachi Corley, where it's like, yo, they got a slot. His name is Josh Downs. Okay. Jags go Liatu Latu. Great value at 22. Tez Walker is a really good pick, too. And then Zach Zentner, who I imagine potentially has to at least redshirt or sit on IR for the first 8 weeks. I don't know. Maybe he's got Aaron Rodgers' herbs and spices, and he can start at the beginning of the year. But I think that's a good pickup. He's going to come in and play guard immediately. Kansas City Chiefs get Brian Thomas. I like that. Tyler Nubin is just a great value pick at the back end of the 2nd round. And then Tyleek Williams. Chargers, they go Brock Bowers, Jalen Polk, and Brandon Dorless. I think that's pretty solid. When are we going to do a 7-rounder? Let's give it a couple of weeks. We'll do one before the end of the month. How about that? We'll do one before the end of the month. Let's do 5 rounds next week. I just heard something about Zach Zentner being good to go for the combine. Dang, dude. But not sure what he really means. Honestly, I think he could fall further. No, Zentner's not going to fall further. Like, Andrew Voorhees fell to the back, like, till the 7th round. Zentner's not going to fall that far. And I loved Voorhees. I was shocked when he fell that far. Zentner's not falling that far. I think. Never say never. Rams, they go Chop Robinson, Tyler Guyton, Kalen Carson. That's a good value draft there. Getting Robinson at 23 and then Guyton at, I'd guess that'd be pick 56? 55? Raiders, they go Bo Nix, TJ Tampa, Peyton Wilson. Ooh, I love Wilson, man. Again, taking a flyer on him, like, he could easily be a 1st-round linebacker, if not for, like, the big injury red flags. Miami Dolphins took Talanisa Fuaga. I imagine he's going to be a guard. And then Patrick Paul. Minnesota Vikings. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Leonard Taylor. Again, I imagine this is all hopes that Kirk Cousins resigns. New England Patriots take Joe Alt, J.J. McCarthy, and Johnny Wilson. Do you think Johnny Wilson may make the move to tight end? Ooh, maybe. Saints, J.C. Latham, Xavier Leggett, pretty darn solid. That's a scary wide receiver core, straight up. Add that to Rashid Shaheed and freaking Chris Olave. Golly. All right, we got the New York Giants. Go Jaden Daniels, Cooper Beebe. Tavion Sanders is a bit of an interesting one. I guess with, Darren Waller kind of looking like he might be done. Then Adisa Isaac. We got the Jets. Malik Neighbors, Zach Frazier. I think that's a pretty darn good draft there for the Jets. Hasn't Tryon been playing, or hasn't Titman been playing center recently? No, they could kick him back to guard. Be okay. We got the Eagles. Oh, that was me. We got Kamari Lassiter, Kingsley Suamatea, and then Trey Benson. I actually think that's kind of an ideal draft for the Eagles. We got Steelers, Nate Wiggins, Jeremiah Trotter, and then Rakestraw. Really addressing the secondary there. I don't hate it. Seahawks took Drazon Newton, Jack Sawyer, who's decided to return to school as of earlier today, and then Tate Ratledge. I don't think it's Ratledge, but I think it was Xavier Truss for Georgia, who's kind of moved all over the line for him. He could be a big riser in the draft process. 49ers, Quinion Mitchell, Kalen Bullock. I like Bullock being paired up with another USC safety. That's kind of fun in Hufanga. Buccaneers take Amarius Mims, Quinn Ewers, and Chris Abrams-Strain. It's fine. Olufashanu, Troy Franklin. That's a really good draft, I think, for the Titans. Honestly, like the draft, I think is going to play really well for the Titans. I really do. Where you're going to be in position probably to take tackle 1 or tackle 2. And then just with how good the depth is at wide receiver, you're going to have a good one fall to you. Hello, Alec. How you doing, buddy? And then finally, Washington Commanders take Caleb Williams. Graham Barton, who could really play anywhere on the offensive line. Probably not tackle, though. So he's probably playing center. Chris Braswell, Edrin Cooper. You're going to be pairing him up with Jamin Davis. And then D.J. James, which is kind of on brand for drafting super undersized corners. That's all right, I guess. I don't love it, but it is what it is. I do love the Chris Braswell pick a lot, though. But that's it for me tonight, man. Guys, I got videos scheduled out for this weekend. Tomorrow morning, you're going to get my Pro Bowl snubs. Because, boy, oh boy, there were quite a few Pro Bowl snubs. And then you're going to get my end of the season awards for the NFL on Sunday morning before games start. So be on the look for those. You'll probably get a mock draft Monday with the season ending Sunday night. Nice. We will be back again for a live stream. Oh my gosh, on Monday. Okay, so I have the mock draft on Monday, so I won't have to really worry about anything Monday. Okay, that actually works out well. So be there, man. Join me for the watch along for the national championship game. It'll be a lot of fun, and I won't have to worry about my voice going out since it's only one live stream opposed to 3 in a row. Golly gee. But that's it for me. Before I go, Anthony wants me to read his last thoughts. You think it's more likely Miami trades out of the first round and gets the 3rd round pick? And I mean, yeah, it's definitely more likely for Miami to trade out or trade out of the first round than it is to trade up. Is there a wide receiver in this year's draft in the 1st or 2nd round that you can see having to move to tight end when they get drafted, when they go into training camp? Johnny Wilson, that's kind of the easy answer to that question. But, Tate Ratledge is returning to Georgia? I didn't know that. Well, shoot, I'm going to make that adjustment on my draft guide right now. Thank you for letting me know. Of course, I'm going to fact check it, of course. But it's been fun. It's been real fun. I'll see y'all in the next one later, friends.